Well, the new year often brings with it a sense of hope and new beginnings, and this year there's an unprecedented effort underway to address the meth epidemic that has hurt so many in Oklahoma. While progress has been made in recent years, far too many still find themselves powerless against this dangerous and often deadly drug. Our Keith Smith takes a look at how far we've come and where we still have to go in the continuing war against methamphetamines.
Meth may have many names on the street, but for those on the front lines, there's only one word to describe a drug that's often cheap, accessible, and dangerously addictive.
Deadly.
As an investigator, Tom McConaughey has seen the drug leave behind a trail of destroyed lives, shattered families, and crime sprees across Oklahoma.
It not only destroys the person, their own physiology, it also destroys their family, their social networks, their work. It is a deadly, deadly drug.
Meth labs exploded onto the scene in the early 2000s.
It was being made here, produced here, sold here, and used here.
Using common household items, cold medicine, batteries, drain cleaner, and matches as part of a recipe that often ends in disaster.
Each dump or cook site becomes a toxic waste dump that takes thousands of dollars to clean up.
These labs could be erected, they could be run and then ended and destroyed all within a 24-hour time period.
But Oklahoma would soon crack down on the new drug of choice.
Whoever thought some Oklahoma farmers might be part of the nation's drug problem and not even know it?
State lawmakers led the nation in 2004 by overwhelmingly passing a law that put one of meth's main ingredients, pseudoephedrine, behind the counter, creating a dramatic 90% drop in the number of labs.
We went from having somewhere around 2 to 3 active labs, meth labs per week in District 9, which was Payne and Logan County. I saw some times where we had as many as one a day, down to, I believe, last year we had 3 labs that we worked.
To Governor Brad Henry, it's a major step forward in pushing back against meth.
We probably saved more lives and more families quicker with our model anti-meth legislation that virtually every other state in the federal government is now copying.
The fight has gone far, but with those pushing the drug looking for new ways around the law, it's a fight that's far from over.
We've now virtually wiped out meth labs in the state of Oklahoma, and we're having to fight the importation of crystal meth from Mexico. That's a whole different set of challenges for law enforcement.
Heated discussions and organized efforts are underway today to stop the spread of ice.
Ice is a very pure form of methamphetamine that it got its name because it looks like little ice crystals. I think we're seeing an increase in the amount of ice that we're seeing just because it's coming from large labs over the border in Mexico. And we weren't seeing that much prior to the pseudoephedrine law coming into effect because it's being made here and it was kind of, if you want to call it dirty meth. And now we're seeing more of a professionally made, large quantities made at one time sort of product.
More being done to crack down on the drug trade and to get at the heart of addiction.
That the current trend is that we are spending a lot more time, effort, and resources in this state, and particularly in this community, on treatment of offenders. We're not as quick to just lock them up or to ignore the problem. We're addressing it with programs. I wouldn't say that we're winning the war, but we're still fighting the good fight, and we're going to still keep putting a lot of effort into it.